Hi guys, is the United States an unreliable ally under Donald Trump? Well, that certainly seems to be the word on the street in Europe, with the new German Chancellor being extremely vocal in his criticism of the US president. However, Keir Starmer is taking a different approach. Following a meeting hosted by the Prime Minister of European and Canadian heads of government on the way forward for Ukraine, Starmer was asked if he and other Prime Ministers considered going it alone when it came to Ukrainian security. The Prime Minister dismissed the idea of the US as an unreliable ally. But is he right to do so?
Thank you, Prime Minister. Watching President Trump berate a wartime president and defender of European freedom in the Oval Office said to many people what you've already said in a way, that everything has changed. Given that the US has become an unreliable ally, did you as European leaders discuss the prospect of actually going it alone, and actually what the reality of a US pulling out of this, all of this would mean? Do you think you really do need the US? And if you do you think the coalition of the willing will be enough to bring President Trump back around? Thank you.
Well, first in relation to last Friday, but I do not accept that the US is an unreliable ally. The US has been a reliable ally to the UK for many, many decades and continues to be. There are no two countries as closely aligned as our two countries, and our defence, our security and intelligence is intertwined in a way no two other countries are. So it's an important and reliable ally for us. The discussions we've had today, particularly the coalition of the willing, is on the basis that this is a plan that we will work with the US and that it will have US backing. So that is the purpose of the plan, and that is why I spoke to President Trump last night before we developed the work on this plan. Thank you.
Okay. Look, we all know that Donald Trump is an unreliable ally, and of course Keir Starmer is not an idiot here. He understands this too. So it seems to be a diplomatic approach he's taking. Look, I'm not going to criticize Trump. I believe that, and maybe this is a hope he has, I believe that he's going to support us in whatever we do, so that we can rely on him and his armed forces if necessary in a situation where, we don't have enough troops on the ground, or we don't have enough air power. We can rely on the United States. This is probably a hope he has. I think Starmer understands that you can't rely on Donald Trump, but he can't come out and say it, because if he does, then all hope is lost. But Donald Trump is an unreliable ally. He's more a reliable ally for Russia than he is for Europe and NATO. He has said on a number of occasions that he wants to have a good relationship with Putin. He has yet to criticize Putin. He's criticized Europe. He's criticized Zelensky, of course, but he's never said a bad word about Putin or Russia, which is extremely concerning. His administration has decided that they're not going to see Russia as a cyber threat. This is new information that's just come out in the last few days. The United States is now downgrading the cyber risk of Russia. Why are they doing that? Once again, I keep coming back to this point. I believe that Donald Trump wants to normalize relations with Putin for his own economic benefit. To hell with Europe, to hell with the United States, to hell with the so-called special relationship. While Starmer is trying to keep Trump happy, Trump, I think, is going in the opposite direction. But we'll have to wait and see, because I think the rubber will hit the road meet the road if European troops on the ground are trying to maintain some sort of peace between Ukraine and Russia are attacked by Russia. Where will the United States be? I have a feeling it will be nowhere. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.